Shalom. This is Sincere Milk of Yahweh Sap, Lion's Den. I camp out with Lion Den Hawan Ben Yashua in Jacksonville, Florida. But first, I'll take up a prayer to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, to the Akim, and to the women and children. Kal, Halayim, La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Bahashem, Ha, Roka, Kodash, Mahamath, in the name of Yahweh Shai, in spirit and holy and in truth. Double honors to the elders of GMS. Double honors to my elder Hawan. Salutations to the Akim, to the corner on the four corners there in the city in truth, and to the women and children Shalom. Slack about that. Okay, well, here comes part 3, unexpected death. And this time this person is 40 years old. I mean, it's becoming consistent. Don't you think so? Let me play a little bit of it and then get into the lesson.
On YouTube, the No Holds Barred Truth on Sports. The main event starts now. I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. Well, we've got a situation here where we've got yet another ex-athlete that is, frankly, relatively young. 40 years old, is still young these days. And in fact, you could say it's trending in a younger direction as we keep going. Year after year, 40 becomes younger and younger, it seems. With some of the technological advances we've made in medicine, then again, maybe some advances in medicine might not be helping us out too much. And I'm sure you guys can read between the lines on that statement. But it seems we really don't know what really happened to Stanley Wilson Jr. In case that name sounds familiar, he was a defensive back with the Detroit Lions. His dad, Stanley Wilson Sr., played for the Cincinnati Bengals. Well, Stanley Wilson Jr. is dead. He is dead at 40 years old. He collapsed and died at a mental hospital. We don't know what's going on here exactly. Stanley Wilson Jr., a former Detroit Lions cornerback and son of ex-Bengals running back Stanley Wilson Sr., has died after collapsing at a mental hospital earlier this month. TMZ has learned Wilson Jr. had been in police custody following his vandalism arrest in August, but according to prosecutors, he was declared incompetent to stand trial and was transferred from county jail to the Metropolitan State Hospital in Los Angeles County on February 1st. Now, I'm just going to let you think and muse on the mandates that are being enforced in Gavin Newsom's California, and that has been for quite some time, I'm sure. Let's keep going here. But law enforcement sources tell us that during intake at the medical facility, which specializes in care for those with mental issues, he collapsed and died. Our sources say foul play is not expected. Autopsy results are pending toxicology. Wilson Jr. was just 40 years old. The former defensive back was taken by the Lions in the third round of the 2005 NFL Draft, and he went on to play 3 seasons for the team before suffering a career-ending Achilles injury prior to the beginning of the 2008 season. After his NFL career has concluded, Wilson found himself in trouble with the law multiple times. Absolutely, he's been in some trouble. In 2016, he was charged with attempted burglary after he was shot in the abdomen after he allegedly attempted to break into a home in Portland while completely nude. Months later, in 2017, he was arrested after he was accused of walking around a Portland neighborhood, also while naked.
Okay, let me stop it there. You know, that's some strange things that are going on with people that are if they are in the care of sorcery. I can't say the exact name because they'll delete my YouTube like they did with my second page. Okay, but most of these people are under the care of taking sorcery stuff, and I always throw out when I'm doing lessons like this for sport people especially, to look into the word head up ass disorder. Google it and you see what's going to tell you. This when you put too much trust, too much faith in the things of the Edomite, you know? And especially when, making that kind of money. And then all of a sudden, whatever happens in your life is taken away. I want to go to Philippians chapter 1, 23. Verse 23, Slakia. For I am in a strait betwixt two, having a desire to depart and to be with Yahweh Shai, which is far better. We Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negros Latinos, Native American speckled birds, those who are called to do the work in the name of Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai, to go into the highways and byways as a living sacrifice. We are tired of this wicked kingdom. We are fed up of this wicked kingdom, what it has done to our people, right? And we call in the name of Yahweh Shai to come back and to remove this wicked kingdom from the face of the earth. Okay? I mean, he's 40 years old, but I did a lesson 2 days ago, I think it was. The youngest person was, 17? I'm pretty sure that as time goes on, he's going to go younger than that. Okay? So it's too consistent, right? That people keep trusting the sorcerers to have the first and the last word, or what is causing this dying suddenly. Okay? I want to go to oh shucks, give me a minute. 1 John. Give me a minute here. Looking for 1 John chapter 7. Whoa, what happened here? Oh, Slakia, give me a minute. Oh, that's what I did wrong. Give me a minute, I gotta backtrack. There's something wrong here. Chapter 1. Okay, I did it. Give me a minute. There we go. Chapter 1, verse 7. Now on track. Slakia. But if we walk in the light as he is in the light, we have fellowship one with another. And the blood of Yahweh Shai, his son, cleans us from all sins. So, 2/3 of our so-called Negros, Latinos, American, and speckled bird, right, our people, they put all their time and energy only in the things of this world, right? And I'm pretty sure that some of them are being called, but they're not hearing it because they're too involved in the things of this world only. They pass right by us when we're out there in the highways and byways camping out, and they just look and they don't hear what we're saying. Even when we look at them and tell them that this is for the so-called Negros Latinos, Native Americans and speckled birds, we tell them the name of Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai. Okay? My elders, my Akims, my bishop, always when they see people, right, men and women, passing by, always let them know. But they just look at us and keep walking. Okay? Verse 8, if we say that we have no sin, we deceive ourselves, and the truth is not in us. Same thing when you pass by us and you ignore and you don't want to hear what we're saying. Okay? You are deceiving yourself. You think that you got life figured out, that you know the big picture, and you don't. No matter if you're 40, 50, 60, or 80 years old. Hell, you can be 110 and still not have life figure out. Because the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not in you. That's why. Yeah, I can meet a 16-year-old or 18-year-old who has the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua doing the work. Romans chapter 6. Give me a minute. Romans chapter 6. Oh, where are we? Here we go. Looking for Romans chapter 6. Give me a minute. I'm working. Verse 14. For sin shall not have dominion over you, for ye are not under the law, but under grace. And a lot of you take that, abuse it. You think that, I'm under grace. I don't have to do no work. That's crazy, right? It was given to us freely. Why I got to do any work, for God, right? Well, if you took the time and stopped by the camp and listened, right, with fear and trembling to gain understanding, you would have said, wait a minute, this is not the way I was thinking or the way that these Christian churches had been telling me for all these years, right? Verse 15, what then? Shall we sin because we are not under the law, but under grace? God forbid. Verse 16, know ye not that to whom ye yield yourselves servants to obey, his servants ye are to whom ye obey, whether of sin unto death or of obedience unto righteousness. Very important, right? You're not asking yourself, who you're going to be dying for? Who are you, when you're walking, when you wake up in the morning, who are you working for? I mean, we all got to go to work in this world. Don't misunderstand me. We got to pay bills. We got to eat, right? But it's going to come a time with the, what's that called? The CBDC, the digital currency, invisible money, right? They might as well call it the digital concentration camp, because that's what's going to happen. And you're going to have to make some strong decisions, right? If you do not accept that belief system, that policy, or that money system that's going to come to the whole world, you can't work. You can't buy. And you won't be able to sell anything. And this is getting closer and closer every day, right? And right behind that, it comes a MOTB, the CHIP, the mark of that beast, right? Digital currency, and then the one they want to implement and put inside of us. Verse 17, Salakia. But Yahweh shall be thanked that ye were the servants of sin, but ye have obedient from the heart, the mind, that form of doctrine which was delivered you. Right? We got the pure doctrine, right? Thanks to GMS, right? On down. I got it all the way from when I met my Akims and my elder from Lions Den. You can go into his main page. He's been out for many years. Okay, and he studied under GMS as well. So you want to take it seriously and pray with fear and trembling that you be called to do the work. Because it's a beautiful thing. It's the best work there is. Better job than any job that this wicked kingdom has to offer. Verse 18, being then made free from sin, ye became the servants of righteousness. You see? Romans chapter. Oh, and I already went there. I want to go to 1 Corinthians. That's what I want to go to. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 54. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. Okay? See, this wicked kingdom that it belongs to the Edomites right now. That's all they promote. That's all they believe in, is in death, right? Look at the horror movies that they make. Look at all the mass killing that they do around the world from the beginning of time in history books. You can see that, okay? That's all they just destroy everything, right? Look what happened in Ohio, right? Look what's going on with the air that they polluted, the water that they polluted, our food that they polluted, the land, right? The animals, the clothes that we wear, the money. So they got to go. The humans got to go. I want to jump to verse 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable. Now listen careful. Always abounding in the work of Yahweh, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in Yahweh. You see? And all you thought you had to do is celebrate these pagan holidays, right? Just work for the Edomites, right? Day and night, and partay, right? They have kept you so blind, so entertained, that you forgot who you are, right? I'm talking to the so-called Negros Latinos, Native Americans, and speckled birds. You are Hebrew Israelites. You were given life for a purpose. Romans chapter 3. Let me go. Roman. Chapter 3, verse 10. As it is written, there is no righteous, no, not one. Verse 11. There is none that understands. There is none that seeks after Yahweh. I mean, you know, the Edomites, even though when they get in power and positions, they put their hand on the Bible, or they have these churches and reading our book, okay? It's all a play. All they're doing is acting. They believe their own lie, okay? So they're not looking for righteousness. They don't care about the gaining the understanding, because they can. It was not given to them to begin with. Verse 12. They are all gone out of the way. They are together become unprofitable. There is none that do good. No, not one. Verse 13. Their throat is an open sepulchre. Right? Sepulchre, a small room or monument cut in rock or built of stone, in which a dead person is laid or buried. Right? They're always planning, always, day and night, who to take out, what country to go and steal and plunder and murder and rape. Okay? Non-stop. Every day, day and night. That was verse what? Give me a minute. Okay. While their tongue they have used deceit. I'm still in verse 13. The poison of asp is under their lips. Okay? That would be like an Egyptian cobra, a poisonous snake, right? A viper. I mean, the Bible calls him a snake for a good reason. And there's an old saying, I don't know if you never heard of it, never trust a snake. But yet, when you're having body issues, right? You want to run to the sorcerer because they're wearing a what? A white jacket? Big smile? You should be running to Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai. Verse 14. Whose mouth is full of cursing and bitterness. Verse 15. Their feet are swift to shed blood. 16. Destruction and misery are in their ways. Yeah. Ain't they bringing right now misery to everyone in, not only in America, but around the world? Verse 17. And the way of peace have they not known. Verse 18. There is no fear of Yahweh before their eyes. No, they don't fear Yahweh. Okay, but they will fear Yahweh Shai when he comes back. Okay, and those so-called UFOs, in the Bible they call them chariots, right? Or clouds. And they are identified, not unidentified. Okay, let me move on to, I gotta hit this again. To verse 19. Let me see. Now we know that what things soever the law say, it says to them who are under the law, that every mouth may be stopped, and all the world may become guilty before Yahweh Shai. Yeah. Since, you want to keep pretending that the book, the Bible belongs to you, right? And you want to keep using it, you Edomites, well, it's going to just be adding sin on top of sin. And 2/3 of our people, so-called Negros, Latinos, Native Americans, and speckled birds also. Okay, because everything is kept recorded. Everything is being watched by the angels, day and night. We are not alone. Matthew 28. Oops, like I hit the wrong button. It was Matthew 10. Here we go one more time. Matthew chapter 10, verse 28. Now I got it. Slakia. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. So that's the power that Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai have. That's when you hear us saying to our people, so-called Negros, Latinos, Native Americans, and speckled birds, to fear and tremble, so that way then, you can repent in sincerity and truth to the best of your ability. It is a wise advice to take. I want to go to I gotta hit this. Verse 18. Give me a minute. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. Yeah, we'll be taken captive. We'll be throwing in FEMA camps as well. Not all of us, but some of us. We don't know who it's going to be, but it will happen. Okay? 19. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given on. It shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. Yeah, a lot of us, we're not going to take the mark, okay? Nor their worship their false god. So they're going to have to, throw, some of us are going to be thrown into FEMA camp. Some of us are going to be beheaded, okay? And that's the way that goes. We put our trust in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Verse 19. But when they, okay, I already read that one. Verse 20. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaks in you. Right? He's going to put the words for us to tell the judge, the king, or whoever's going to be in front of us that thinks he's mighty and powerful and brave. We're going to say those words are going to make them pee and poop in their pants. Verse 20, for it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit. Okay, I read that. Verse 21, and that the, I got to hit this. And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the fathers the children, and the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. It's going to get ugly. Just when you thought that people are dying just suddenly, well, we're going to be having betrayal against, family. That's how wicked this world is. Okay? And, 2/3 of our people are going to take the mark. And when they do, they're going to turn against us. And they're going to come after us. It's the way it is. I want to jump to, I have one here, it's like a verse. 34, think not that I have come to send peace on earth. I have come not to send peace, but a sword. And whose sword is that? The Edomites. Okay? So now that they've been given the blessing from way back in the past, right? That was what's his name again? Jacob and Esau, right? He was given the blessing of the sword. So now that he's losing power of the sword, Yahushua is going to come back and remove the power, the blessing, and the sword. He gave it to him. He's going to take it away from him. I want to go to, I'm going to leave with Revelation chapter 21, verse 4. Give me a minute here. Revelation 21, verse 4. And Yahweh shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. This wicked kingdom, this wicked world, these Edomites are going to be passed away. Just like the whirlwind, when it rains and it's pouring, right? Or a tornado, or an earthquake, it passes, and then after that, you hear the birds singing, right? You see the sun shining nice and bright. Well, so it's going to be with these wicked Edomites. They're going to be removed from their power, and they will be put back in slavery for 1,000 years. And after 1,000 years is over, they're going to be exterminated in the name of Yahweh, Shem Yahweh Shai. I hope that this was edifying. And with that, I say, Shalom.